Hi, Lola.
Hi.
Right. So,
3, 2, 1.
Hi.
Hello, guys.
Wait, what are we doing? Hi, guys, or hi, everyone?
Hi, everyone.
And welcome back to my channel. And as you can see, sat beside me is my wonderful, wonderful husband, Joseph. If this is your first time on our channel, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I just wanted to say, obviously, if you love this video, subscribe to my channel. Also follow us on Instagram, Lisa Edunsin, Joseph Edunsin. And yeah, we just thought we'd come to you live and direct from our living room with a little get to know me video. I actually put out a little Q&A question on my Instagram stories, asking people to, ask us some questions because I knew we wanted to film something like this. And we're surprised with the response. We had a lot of questions, which unfortunately we cannot go through all of them, otherwise we'll be here forever. So we've selected a few questions to just kind of answer, hopefully really short, succinct style. And yeah, let's see. So Joe, do you want to start? Our first question.
How did you two meet?
Yes, how did we meet? A loaded question. Do you want to start?
I'll start, then maybe you can.
Okay, so you say your point of view, I'll say my point of view.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So we met on Tinder.
Tinder.
Ending 2015. So typical swiping, exploring the scopes. Came across Lisa and I swiped right. Is it right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. That's so long, I can't remember how it works.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, and then I gave her like a wavy hand emoji.
You did, yeah, you did.
That's, just saying, I see you. About 24 hours she didn't respond. I was thinking, oh, sorry, you're too cool for me. Okay, cool.
Okay, let me stop you there. So it wasn't because I thought I was too cool for you.
So what was it?
Okay, let me rewind. Right.
Yeah.
So yes, end of 2015, I was on Tinder, swiping, didn't see anyone really that hurt my interest. Obviously, I swiped right on a few people, matched with a few people, but however, I still didn't meet anyone that was really serious. That's the problem with Tinder. Anyway, so I decided to widen my scope, and obviously that meant that I increased my radius. And then I saw Joseph as one of the first few guys that appeared on my...
Yeah, because you had to expand more to the village side.
Yeah, to your area.
London, yeah.
So yeah, I'm from northwest, and then he's from literally totally opposite southeast, right?
Dirty south.
The dirty south. Yeah, so he's from southeast, so obviously I had to increase my radius so that I could see him. And essentially, I'm glad that I did. As I was swiping, obviously, I saw him and I was like, actually, Joseph. First of all, I liked his name. And yeah, I really like your name. You know this. I say it all the time. I don't know if you actually believe what I'm saying, but I really love your name. It's, it's biblical, but also it's one that you can play around with, so you can have like Joey, yeah, Jay, even though I don't call you Jay. But anyway, you can play about with it a lot. And also your pictures, you seem quite well put together, very well dressed. Yeah, and actually your face looked really chubby. And I'm really, I was really into chubby guys. Little did I know that... Little did I know.
Chubby face, skinny body. Something like that.
Yeah, he had a skinnier body, like a Johnny Bravo body. Anyway, fast forward. Yeah, so we swiped, we matched, and then I saw the wave emoji, and then I was kind of put off. I was like, why is someone sending me an emoji? It felt so, not backhanded per se, but just lazy. Like, I'll be honest, it felt lazy. Like, I had guys asking me, oh,
you, I want to marry you.
Not even, no, not even.
I would never do that.
Not even. It was more like, if you were to be the sun and the moon, which one would you be? And things like that. Like, all of those extra things there. Anyway, fast forward, I decided around Christmas time that I would message, just like let go of my pride, message and then see what you're about. And we hit it off quite well. Like, I found out he was a photographer, and at the time I was really taking an interest in photography. Like, I mean, I'd already started taking pictures, but I really didn't really have a niche. So I thought, okay, I can learn a lot from you, and just things like that, things along that line. I just really wanted to kind of like learn stuff and just soak up what you had to offer.
Did we didn't discuss about food, did we?
No.
Okay.
I didn't know you were a glutton then. No. So okay. Fast forward again. I thought let's actually message you. You asked if you had graduated to get in my number, and then I just called you straight away.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Yeah. I called you, and I was actually working. So I called you.
And you were complaining?
Yeah, I was moaning.
Oh, great.
No, but obviously you were there, you were on the phone, we spoke.
And we've done a few FaceTime as well.
This guy in FaceTime, like, he would not let FaceTime go. He would FaceTime me at the most random time.
Makeup, no makeup, I don't care.
Listen.
I want to see your true self.
Yeah, and to be fair, I decided actually, why should I, not that I shouldn't make myself up or whatever, but I wanted to be my authentic self. I wanted him to appreciate me for who I was inside and out. That obviously meant not with makeup or not fully done, if that makes sense. And we FaceTime a lot during those times. It was really cold as well, so he'd always have a hoodie out while we FaceTime. All I could see was his eyes. Anyway. It was interesting. I made sure, and this is probably a really good tip for you guys who want to, online date or who are considering online dating. Make sure you meet the person straight away, because you don't want time to have gone past. You're talking to someone, building a relationship with someone, and then he's either a catfish, he's not genuine, So just meet that person straight away. And so I did, and I decided to do it in a more sort of common space. So I decided to invite him to a party, invite my friends, he invited his friend, and we all met in the party. So what did you think? What was your first thought when you saw me at the party?
Obviously when I walked in, I didn't see you straight away. I saw you 10 minutes later, and then you walked across the corridor, and I was like, wow, she's tall. I was like, hello.
As I was getting closer to him, he was like looking shorter and shorter.
But now that I've known you for 4 years.
Whatever, you shut.
I'm like,
Whatever. Anyway, one of the first few conversations we had, I remember I brought up how tall are you? Yeah, because when I looked at your pictures, there was one particular picture, he looked so short, he looked really small. And so I was like, let me ask this guy how tall he is. As long as he's taller than me, I'm blessed. And he said he was 5'9". My younger sister is like 5'10", 11. So I was thinking, he's shorter than her, but I mean, obviously he's not dating her, he's dating me. But yeah, I wasn't really bothered. As long as he was my height or above, I'm smiling. And so anyway, back to the night. Before we left each other, because we didn't really talk that night, did we? Before we left each other, you really asked, you were like, please, let's meet again, please.
Yeah, because I was a bit, I was tipsy, but did you think I was drunk?
No, you didn't look drunk to me. You looked very calm, in fact.
Oh, okay.
And you were talking really quietly and like...
Oh, I was actually drunk. I was just fighting it inside.
Really?
Yeah.
But it didn't appear that way. He said that he was drunk, but it didn't look that way. I was like, is this guy being for real? But anyway, so yeah, we kind of planned to meet the next day, and yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But that's a story for
another
time.
day.
Yeah, let's move on.
Next question.
Next question. So how do you make your relationship work? I know.
Oh.
Oh, okay, I'll start. I feel like a lot of it comes to us actually having similar morals and values, and respect for one another. Yeah, that's key. Like
communication as well.
Yeah, for sure. Communication is 110%. I feel like with the communication thing, I guess we both have to learn actually how to communicate with each other.
It's non-stop learning.
Yeah, it really is. But then at the same time, you've been really kind of like, well, according to what you told me, you weren't able to talk as much in, say, your previous relationship.
Talk as much?
As in communicate well with your partner.
Oh, yeah, but it was more of a lazy thing. Like, I had this attitude of, I can't be bothered to solve it or discuss it, so I just brushed it off.
But obviously now.
Yeah, of course. This is my life. So
marriage.
Yeah. So and also, remember I used to say about this building like a paradise in our heads, in our relationship, and like having our own bubble and sticking to that. And the world not understanding, but we know where we're heading to, and we know
a whole part of that is actually also ignoring outside influence. Like
that was in the early stage of our relationship. That was
it's true, because a lot of the times I would hear people say, oh, you guys are moving too fast, or oh, do you really know this guy, or things like that. It was really trying to stick to your guns, knowing that yes, Joe and I are gonna be together, and regardless of what anyone says, we're gonna build this life, like he says, this bubble, for just the two of us. And we're both not experts in this. Like, we're kind of like coming together and we're building a life together based on what works best for us. And that's all it really is. And also not really having that much expectations, keeping your expectation level low. Like, yes, your husband is meant to kind of do certain things or provide certain things for you, or however you feel he should do, and vice versa. Like, I'm meant to kind of like, but then at the same time,
it's not always 100%, is it?
Yeah, I mean, we're human, and also we're equal in this thing. Like, we come together, we bring equal amounts of whatever it is to the table, so that actually really matters. Anyway, okay, next question.
Who wears the trousers? We don't abide by wearing trousers, but there is a superior person, which is God, that wears the trousers in our relationship. Okay then. So yeah, we're like here and he's above.
Alright then.
He gave us the advice, the grace, and the salvation to do what we need to do.
And then obviously we're able to then decide, okay, how best we will deal with situations, or how best we will walk through our married life.
Yeah. So
yeah, God first, and then us next. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So again, equal.
Yeah, equal.
Right? Yeah. Let's do this. Equal out here. Okay, so the next question is, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received? Do you want to start?
Best advice was probably from my sister during the countdown to 2020. She just gave me advice about what I should do next, and she made a strong point by saying I should always aim higher. And yeah, that stuck to me, and I'm gonna keep doing that, and also carry myself with grace and purpose, which is really important, and always knowing who you are as a person and in spirit and being confident about it.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
do things with
Yeah.
intention.
Yeah.
Be intentional with however you act, wherever you go, whatever you do.
Yeah.
That's really good advice, actually.
Yeah, that's my one.
I mean, the best. I've received so much advice over the years, but I think the few that has stuck to me, or stuck with me, I should say, is being patient. Patience is the key, and understanding God's timing. And I mean, even if you're not religious, like the universe puts things in certain places. You're meant to be in certain places at certain times. Like God's timing is everything, you know. So being patient is the key. And obviously, that being said, whenever you feel like frustrated because you've not done this, you've not achieved that, you've not gone that place, you've not done this yet, like just remember that God's timing is everything. Perhaps you're not meant to be in that space at that time, or you're not supposed to be doing this or talking to that person at this time, you know. Perhaps people aren't meant to be aware of you at this time, but another time. Like regardless, if you keep going, resilience is key. You keep going, you keep being consistent with what you're doing, then regardless, you'll reach where you're supposed to be. So having the patience and just the gratitude every day that you know you've woken up again and again, you're alive to work towards whatever goal you want to work to. What can you say? And then another piece of advice I've received,
One your dad always says about.
never do things that don't benefit you. Like you have to always think, how can, and I know it sounds strategic or whatever, but at the same time, yeah, or selfish, but you have to think like an opportunist. At the end of the day, if it's yours to grab, yeah, grab it, but then make sure there's a reason behind it. That's one. There's so many, honestly, there's so many pieces of advice that I've received over the years, but those probably are the two that really stand out to me. We're blazing through these, by the way.
How did you know that you were the one?
I purposely left it empty, but
yeah.
he got it.
It was when I saw you in the corridor.
Really?
Yeah. Well, you didn't know, but I knew that. Yep. She has no choice.
I definitely didn't know.
She doesn't know yet, but she's gonna know soon.
Seriously?
Yeah. I kind of had like a glimpse of what could happen in the future.
Gee, okay.
And it's like an instinctive thing. I can't explain it myself, but it's like just knowing beyond knowing it, and it happens within like a millisecond. Yes, that's it. It's no doubt just knowing.
Wow.
Yeah, and I just ran with it and now we are here.
So would you say that was love at first sight then?
It could be, but I have my own different ways. It could be. Yeah, it's love, but like I'm just giving it.
It's the way you interpret it at the time, right?
At that time.
It's all about perception.
Really snappy and instinctive.
Can I just say that I feel like you're probably one of the most optimistic people I know. Like I love that energy that you have, and it was that energy that actually drew me to you, you know, even more. Like regardless of what we look like or where we were, what we were doing, you were always thinking about the future, and I loved our conversations about, you know, where we were gonna be or what we were gonna do. We didn't necessarily know we would end up in Dubai, you know, but it was just more of a thing of there was that possibility to, and I feel like you opened my mind, you expanded my mind and expanded where I believe I could be, you know, and one of my greatest fears is being mediocre, and I felt that actually with you, we could do anything, you know, we could conquer anything, go anywhere we wanted to, you know, and that doesn't, for me, doesn't equate to a mediocre life. It equates to a life that supersedes where I ever even imagined, you know. So I really want to thank you for that, and I think that's basically how I knew you were the one. There was one occasion we were talking in my car, Wembley.
After
work, yeah. So he actually worked around the area that I lived in, magically enough. And yeah, it was weird. Like we were having one of our many conversations. I was probably complaining about, why do we have to go all the way to Southeast London? I can't wait until we live together. And you were like, we will live together. This is temporary. I remember
my favorite word.
Yeah, it's temporary. We're in transition. Like, this is temporary, and it literally gave me so much hope. It gave me so much hope that I would get out of this place. I'll be doing better things. We'd be traveling the globe. Like, at the time as well, I was really not lonely per se, but just alone in my thoughts, alone in the way I felt I wanted my life to be. I was at home living with my parents. Like I had some freedom. Obviously, I had my own car, but like it's not the same. Like it wasn't the same, and my job was just really mundane and becoming really repetitive. And then I met you, and then you just gave me this hope that I needed.
So I sold you a dream.
You were a dream seller for real. You had like this briefcase with dream written on it, and you're like, let me sell this to her. Let me get this across to her. And I ate it up. I was ready. I was ready to leave. I was ready to go wherever we needed to go to make this happen. And that just so happened to be Dubai. But yeah, I think that was when I knew. And every day or every week we'd meet. It became harder and harder to let you go, because it was just like, I just don't want you. I wanted us to be together all of the time. And bear in mind that those days we'd only meet once a week, so it was actually really like every kind of minute, second that I could spend with you, hour, I wanted you here, I wanted you here. All the time, so yeah, then it became harder and harder to let you go, and then I was like, damn it, I'm screwed. I love this guy.
Why are you screwed?
I know, I say that all the time, don't I? It's just like, I've just lost all kind of like control over my thoughts and my feelings. It's now, I've just left it to God and the universe, like, whatever, I love this guy. I accept it. And I accepted it, and we moved. And we literally, we moved all the way to Dubai. But yeah, I've been so happy. You've made me so happy, Joey.
Love you.
Me too. I love you too. It's lip gloss.
I got it.
It's probably gone now. Anyway, so yeah. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
We actually got asked a lot more
questions.
We actually got asked a lot more questions. But I felt like, we'd be here forever.
2 hours.
Yeah, we actually had a question asking, when did we move to Dubai, and how long we've been here. But I thought we'd create a separate video for that, just answering all of those kind of questions and things like how do you get a job here, etc, etc. So like I said, all of our answers were what works for us. I mean, everyone is kind of like on their own journey, so whatever works for you doesn't necessarily work for us, and vice versa. But this is what we've kind of created. We've created this kind of
paradise.
And
it's just like our own bubble.
Our bubble.
Yeah.
And it works for us. So obviously, like, take what we say with a pinch of salt, but at the same time, this is just us. This is just me and Joe, and it's always gonna be me and Joe. At the end of the day, we're a team, right? Team out here. But anyway, until then, we'll be doing loads more videos. So like I said, if you love this, subscribe please, and we'd love to see you back on this channel. Honestly, there's gonna be so much more things we're gonna do. Me and Joe are literally pulling up our socks now. We're putting the work to get the videos out, you know. So yeah, I mean, watch this space. Please come back. Thank you for, you know,
having the patience to listen.
Yeah, thank you for making it to the end of this video. And we can't wait to see you back. Peace.
See you guys.
Bye.